Guys, before we start this video, I just want to say thank you so much for your support on the TigersTCGDen.com. I really appreciate everybody trusting me with their business, and I hope that everyone who got their order last week and this week got everything safe to your doorstep. So thank you so much. On to the video. Perfect Order has officially been released. We're going to be talking about that, and still no pre-orders on the Pokemon Center, but we did see an older set finally seem to come down. And on top of all of this, we have 2 additional sets coming from Japan being announced, and the world premiere of the 30th anniversary set, and so much more. Guys, this is your week in Pokemon. All right, my friends, today we're going to be talking about Perfect Order. It's been released. Everyone's getting their packs and their booster boxes and all their good stuff, and it's been met with expected responses from the community. A lot of people celebrating the fact that they finally could get some packs for a decent price, and a good amount of people being disappointed in the chases. I personally have some that I like. Most I do not like, but I will say this: Gengar and Haunter and Ghastly from this set, my favorite Pokemon, they're doing good stuff with that artwork. So I'm really happy to talk about Perfect Order a little bit, but I want to know, how has your release been? Have you guys been pulling anything good? You know, we have the meme of the Patrick the Starfish, you know, Starmie on the building where he's got like little shorts and everything. That thing is hilarious. But overall, the market's been about it, so I just wanted to, you know, give a little talk about it, and we're finally seeing some stuff on the shelves, so people are very excited about that. You know, it gives people an opportunity, and I have a lot of thoughts about Perfect Order. One, I know that it's not a great set, but I was actually out and about this most recent Tuesday at a card show, and I met this kid, and this kid was so excited to see Koraidon from SV Base. He was so excited to see it, and it was at an affordable price. It was only like 20 bucks. So he picked it up, him and his dad were happy, they left, and it made me really kind of understand something about this market. These kids have attachments to the more recent Pokemon, and Perfect Order is something that's readily available to them in, you know, places like Walmart and Target. We're seeing packs on the shelves, we're seeing booster boxes being pretty affordable. I mean, I think they're like going as low as $190 for some people. So a lot of families are now building that bond and that excitement together on pulling Perfect Order. This bodes well for the long-term future of Perfect Order, and maybe it's something that we should all be looking at with a little bit more respect. I personally think that Perfect Order might be, in 10 years, one of the most desired sets. I know that's a hot take, from the most recent generation of Pokemon fans. So don't slouch on it. Perfect Order is actually not that bad. On to our next story. Where is Chaos Rising? It's been several weeks since the announcement. We have never seen a set take this long to come out, and it's just, there's no pre-orders on it. Now we are seeing, you know, obviously the LGS is putting out their things for Chaos Rising, and a lot of people are speculating that's not going to be that great of a set. But, you know, from what we're seeing with like Phantasmal Flames, all it takes is one good card. And the Greninja is a pretty good card. It's no Charizard, but it's a pretty good card. And it's very bizarre that the Pokemon Center hasn't released anything. It makes me wonder if they're changing their tactics. Maybe they finally have realized that they can't fulfill the amount of orders. In the past, we've been seeing a lot of orders being canceled, even from people who were not botting. So maybe the reality is that Pokemon has come to understand that even with their queue system, they can't meet demand. They're changing up some stuff in the background. We don't know what's going on with Chaos Rising, but this is a very peculiar situation we find ourselves in. I want to know more of your guys' thoughts on it. What's going on with Chaos Rising? And since we've been talking about other sets, you know, being up and down on the market and expectations on them, we got to talk about what's been going on with Prismatic. Prismatic had a huge rise to about $200 in ETB, and a sudden restock was available for everyone, and it came down to about 165, I think was the number, and now it's steadily climbed back up. But we did see a crash, a little bit of Prismatic. What do you guys think the actual longevity of this set is going to be? Obviously, the demand is still there. It's being ripped open. The Umbreon, I think, is past $1,400. I'll put a little thing right there showing the price current as of today, April 4th. But yeah, Prismatic, still kind of the big set of the era. And we had a momentary collapse of the price. And I hope that you guys had a moment to take advantage of those price swings, but looks like it's climbing right back up. Will this set continue to grow? Will this set continue to be printed? These are the questions that we're all asking ourselves. What do you think? On to more stuff into the future. We do have an official release date of the new Darkrai set. It is going to be July 17th. We don't have any, release of the cards or anything going on there, but it does look like in Japan, we will start seeing that set begin to be pre-ordered, and hopefully here soon we'll start seeing some of the new artwork coming out of that set. But yeah, new Darkrai set coming around the corner, very exciting. All right guys, and now we have the first partner illustration series 2 that has been revealed. It does look like we're going to be looking at Gen 2, Gen 5, and Gen 8. Here's a little picture right here. This has been brought to you by Pokebeach. We are starting to see the artworks, and it does look like it's got a couple packs, very similar to what we saw with the first illustration series. Now, the thing that's got everybody wondering is, do these starters have the same pull as the first one? Obviously, the Kanto starters from Series 1 made this product way more desirable, shot it past 50. I didn't think it was going to be that much. I figured that this would be something that was about $30, give or take, double MSRP, but this thing has been holding its value the whole time and has stormed right through this entire situation at $50 plus. So the real question is, with these ones, as they are considered to be the lesser starters, right? Now, I personally really like Johto. Gen 2 is one of my favorites, but it doesn't have the Kanto starters, and everybody wants those 3. So I'm very curious to see how this ends up working out, but we do have the official pack artwork right there. Very cool stuff coming around the corner. Okay, and on to our final story tonight. We have been officially told by Pokebeach that Celebration's 30th anniversary, it is in fact coming September this year for a worldwide release. Now, what does this mean? We're seeing more rumblings of the things coming around. As the days go on, we're going to start seeing more and more stuff coming out. One of the things that was discussed is that it does look like this will be featuring Umbreon and Espeon. Now, I don't know if you can see it up there, but Umbreon and Espeon, they are A to S tier Pokemon. So obviously this is going to bring in a lot of information and hype around that set. People are going to be clamoring over each other to see what is going to be coming around the corner. And there is this artwork, I'm going to show it right here. There is this artwork of Mewtwo and Mew. Now, I believe it's been confirmed to be a fake card, but is this the Chrome design that people have been wondering about? Is this what they're going for? Is this a really good prediction of the future? We don't know, but what we do know is that we're getting more information day by day, as I said earlier, about this new and exciting set for the 30th anniversary. Guys, keep your eyes peeled. It could be coming around the corner. And to be honest, guys, that's it. Kind of a slower week overall. Not too much to talk about, but I did want to talk about that. So thank you so much for coming in, joining the den, watching this video, and I'll see you guys next week for your week in Pokemon.